In the poem, Lord of the Lounge, what is it, Marwan, that Billy belongs to?
Literature.
And why is it, Will? What's one reason why he belongs to literature?
Because he can relate to the characters in the book.
He can relate to the characters. What was the other reason, Cam?
Doesn't belong anywhere else.
Doesn't belong anywhere else. Now, Lord of the Lounge, that title is what technique? Harley? Starts with A. It's an...
Illusion.
And what, Evan, is an illusion?
An illusion is a reference to something outside of the text.
Okay, so in this case, Lord of the Lounge is referring to...
Lord of the Flies.
Which is a?
Which is a movie. Which is a book.
A book.
A novel.
And what is the story in Lord of the Flies?
These kids get trapped on an island.
And what do?
They turn to cannibalism and go like crazy.
They lose their morals and ethics and become animalistic.
And then a boat comes and
Okay. And why do you think that Stephen Herrick has chosen to have Billy relate to this particular text?
Because so you can talk about how you can be part of the group that either make the rules or those who break them.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Perfect. So he says you can't trust those who break the rules. That's one category of people. And you can't trust those who make the rules. That's the second category. And when we put these two opposite things against each other, what literary device is that?
Individuality.
Contrast.
Juxtaposition or contrast. Now, what's he trying to say? What's he trying to say when he says that he's in neither category?
He's an individual. He's unique.
He doesn't fit in.
He's an individual, he doesn't fit in. He's also... So, Hugo, which line do you think is important? Read it.
I'm on neither. I go off alone.
Okay, and why do you think that that's an important one? What's it telling us about Billy? That he...
He is a loner. Hangs out by himself. Doesn't have any friends.
And why does he do that?
Because he doesn't fit in, but he fits in with the books.
It's his personal choice.
I choose one in the corner. I reckon he says that because he likes to be far away from everyone else so he can be with himself in literature. So like in peace. It's like that's also the same as saying I'm neither on the island, so like he's by himself in this one too.
And then it hits me. I'm on neither, and that's because he doesn't belong anywhere.
Okay.
Relating to each side. Maybe, I don't know.
Is it that's made him realise? Because he said it hits him. What helps him to realise?
Real life. Like he's come back to the real world, like reading.
Now, Billy describes the process of reading. He says, and I'm there on the island, gorging on tropical fruit. What do you think is significant about the language he uses? And I'm there, gorging on tropical fruit.
Goring on some fruit.
He involves himself in it.
He relates himself to the Lord of the Flies. Jules.
So when he says gorging on tropical fruit, what device is that utilising?
I think image in your mind of him gorging on some fruit.
Yes, and why?
Imagery to show bad sense of...
No, what's it trying to say about his experience of reading?
He gets involved.
He gets involved.
He puts himself in the book as one of the characters.
And James, what were you saying? That it's actually, he says, I'm there. Is he really there?
It's a metaphor for him imagining himself in the place.
Perfect. So it's a metaphor for him imagining himself in the place. There's two things we need to work out from here. Number one, how is this poem different to the poems in chapter 1?
Isn't it because he's at home in chapter 1 and he's left home and he's...
Okay, so chapter 1 was characterised by poems that were primarily
Negative.
Negative.
whereas In Lord of the Lounge, he's in the library, which is a place
This is
that
where he wants to be.
And so,
It's his start of his feeling of belonging, individuality.
It's where he wants to be. He doesn't want to be it.
and so
it's
he's
a choice.
empowered.
It's a
Perfect.
choice.
Perfect.
It's just your favourite word, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm definitely using that one when it comes to rugby pain. Individuality.
Just gel them out. What are the concepts in relation to belonging that this poem covers?
Choice.
Relationship
Choice.
towards other people.
In what sense?
In like how he acts.
In a negative sense.
Place.
Okay, so because there's an absence of, you know, a family relationship, things like that, there's a relationship with literature. What else?
Place
Place.
is a big one because of
Mentally.
its change. Place mentally
And
and physically.
emotionally.
And physically.
Perfect.
Hey, Will.
No, we are